I'm Sam, and this is SamazingTravels. Germany, week 49, it had a lot to do with organization. On Wednesday, for example, I packed up my room. You think, oh, that's really not a big deal, you just put stuff in suitcases and yada yada and you're done. Except that after a year, you really collect a lot more things than you notice you're collecting. And that's exactly what happened to me. I realized I ended up with about 5 mugs. Just 5 mugs. Don't know why I kept collecting mugs from different places, but I had 5 mugs. Somehow I had to fit that into my suitcase. The reason I had to pack all of my stuff is because I got some pretty major news. You see, I was trying to stay in Germany because I got a job offer and I was gonna, take the job and move to Stuttgart and do all this, but my visa got denied. So I'm not allowed to come back, technically, at least not on that visa, and I'm an illegal alien past the 31st of July. So gotta stay in America till I figure that out. Hence, the packing fiasco. Thursday, I reorganized my packing situation, and yeah, all of it was pretty good. But what's even better on Thursday was it was 4th of July. Happy America Day, everyone. And of course, I was going to celebrate it because, well, it doesn't matter where you are. A little piece of America is everywhere when you have hamburgers and hot dogs, huh? Not only that, but there was some Americans in town. Alyssa and her family from California were in Berlin, so we decided to have this nice grill out in my backyard. Originally, the plan was to start at 4, and then we decided, oh, that's too early, let's start at 6. We didn't start cooking till 9, but the meal turned out delicious. We had a 7-layer dip, always a classic. Burgers, duh. Hot dogs, duh. Potato fries. Okay, what else are fries made out of? Regular potatoes, regular fries, but we home sliced them. So it was like home fries, made with garlic sauce, and it was really yummy. Alyssa's dad did it. I'd never seen it done before, but now I know how to make some bomb-ass fries. Everything was fired up on the grill. We, of course, got a case of beer and drank it between the 6 of us, as well as some extra beers, because, it is the 4th of July. Gotta celebrate America. It was really nice that Alyssa's family and Alex could celebrate the 4th of July with me, and it was just a great time. Friday, I cleaned up after the party, which, of course, is always the situation. I went to the Apple store to get Alex a new iPhone, because his was broken. I went in there and the guy was like, "Can I have your name, please?" So I look at him and I was like, "Alexander Store." He looks at me and he's like, "Actually, that's not me, but I'm here to change the phone anyway." And he just smiled and laughed at me because the next guy came up to me and was like, "Alexander?" And I was like, "Samantha, actually, Samantha." Yeah, close enough. Saturday, big road trip happened. Alex and I drove down from Berlin to Munich, not only to visit Steven, but it's the Slackline World Cup this weekend that I was working for Gibbon. And we had a pretty long journey down. Some traffic, but it was pretty cool because the GPS took us on these nice little back roads and you got to see little towns, and it reminded me of the time when I was living on the Bodensee. Not to mention our car is pretty sweet. It's this BMW, a nice black Beamer. It's decked out, sunroof, GPS system, Bluetooth for your iPhone so you can listen to music. It even has one of those cool little cameras that tell you and beep when you're backing up. It's a really nice car. You can't have a road trip without McDonald's, so of course we hit McDonald's up. And also I can't have a road trip without beefies, which are these really delicious salami sticks that they sell in Germany, and I freaking love them, and I can eat one an hour, but that's bad for your health because it's basically just fat, but it's delicious fat. It's like bacon. Once I got to Munich, I met up with the Gibbons at Königsplatz and just kind of hung out, set up the slacklining thing for the next day, and just chilled and got to catch up with everybody. After that, I met Alex up for dinner, in which we went to the restaurant where Steven works. It's like a student restaurant bar. The place is a hole in the wall. I mean, it's in the basement, so you'd figure it's not that big. But the food was actually really good. I had this baguette, which had cheese and salami and some spicy stuff. Really, really yummy. As we were waiting for Steven to get home from his little schnapps field trip that he took with his friends, I asked Alex if I could drive the car because, well, I haven't driven in a year and, I just wanted to get behind the driver's wheel. So I drove the car 1 block, a whole block. This car, like I told you, it's really cool, but it's also really fancy. And like the joystick, you know, it's an automatic car. It's not like it's a stick shift, but the thing doesn't move. You kind of just like touch it and it goes into drive, or you touch it and it goes into reverse, and you press a button, just a P button, and it parks. So I was kind of confused with this whole like new joystick situation, but I managed. I figured it out, made it down the road. Finally, Steven got back from his thing and I gave him a big ol' hug because I missed him, my broski, and we went to sleep because I was pretty tired. Sunday was the Slackline World Cup here in Munich on Königsplatz. The atmosphere was totally energetic and awesome, and there were people just coming by and sitting on the steps of one of the buildings on Königsplatz in order to overlook the Slackline arena. There were some serious battles out there. There was some slackline moves I hadn't seen ever. It was so much fun. It was a very long day from 10 to about 8:30, almost 9 o'clock at night, but not a second was not entertaining. Between the quarterfinal and the semifinal, Steven, Alex, and I went to go get ice cream, and then when we went to this said ice cream place, the line was about an hour long, and so we decided to go for froyo. Usually I'm not a fan of froyo, but you could add all the toppings you want. But I like the fatty stuff better. Got back, saw the Slackline final, and boom, it was awesome. I wrote the press release for the Slackline World Cup. I also did interviews and took videos and uploaded them to Facebook. After that, I was pooped. Alex and I were hungry, and we went to that Croatian restaurant that I love so much here in Munich. As always, it was scrumptious, and I have nothing to complain about because I was beyond full. As the weeks are dwindling down here in Germany, I hope you enjoyed this week in review.
Hello. Something, right?
Oh, 4th of July!
Cheers!
Woo! It's a video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Went to the mosque and
We've got chef, mate, what is that called? Like, main chef?
He's called Dan the Man with the Golden Frying Pan.
Dan the Man with the Golden Frying Pan.
That's what my nephew calls him.
We've got our little helpers who just drink beer.
beer.
And, well, the non-American. It's okay.
Sorry.
Kelly, what do you think of Augustiner?
It's like the best beer in all of
Look,
Germany.
she's got a green German shirt on.
I tried so many beer in Germany.
We noticed all the Germans with the green pants. We're like,
This
what's
is
the deal with
best
that
beer.
green?
You see, he has no face anymore because I pulled it off.
That's okay, though, right?
Yes, this is how you know it's my beer. No label. They will thank me later. You reuse the bottles. Yeah, in Germany. Yeah. Yeah, so they know.
Oh, I mixed that up. I mixed up the animals, sorry.
Oh, Scott's part!
Yeah.
That's squirrels.
No, squirrels are fine. Shit. But I don't. Squirrels can far too. Yes. I experienced that one time in the park on my own with a squirrel.
Why were you at the park on your own with a squirrel?
I just like them. Sorry.
So this is the little setup I had made for the 4th of July. Pretty sweet. Looks like normal beer, right? Well, when you have too many funds and you can't carry it all, because, you know, I'm not like the Hulk or anything, I constructed this contraption. Okay, my skateboard, some bungee cords, the case of beer, of course, the extra funds in that bag, and my stretch rope I'm using as a leash. And I'm about to walk down the street like this. I might be judged, but guess who's brilliant in getting their funds back? This girl. We leave for our trip in 9 hours. And Mr. Stur just started packing.
So.
We just made a killer playlist, though.
Hast du ein Problem damit?
Nein,
Nein?
ich habe nur ein Problem mit dir.
Mit mir?
Ja.
Pass mal auf, Paulina.
Ja? These are my last words. I love you, family. We're in our BMW. How do you feel?
I can't describe it. It's too good.
It is a really nice car. As you see, that's the sunroof, and here's the deck and all that stuff. Now we are leaving Berlin, finally getting onto our road trip. This is an outside view of the car. Pretty sweet looking, right? I think so. These are the little towns that remind me of when I lived in Radolfzellboringen. So sweet, very full circle. We are now in Munich, and this is the river. Pretty powerful if you're looking at it. This building I thought was very pretty. And now we are finally at the World Cup. Here's some serious slacklining.
40 seconds for ya. Oh! Kick out fumbling. Leute, das sieht man nicht so oft. Ich denke, das hat einen fetten Applaus verdient. Auf geht's! Feuerwehr nochmal an. Auf geht's, dann! Oh, dann nice Combo! Zum Starten lassen. Also hier geht's wirklich richtig rund. Das sind Kombos, die hat man noch nicht gesehen.
You just saw Jan Rosa and Carlos Nettel duking it out, but this right here is Mr. Alex Mason, the man that made me fall in love with slacklining to begin with last year in Bregenz. Just look at him jump on that line. He is just too cute and too awesome. That's his post second place win interview. And now we're going to hear Andy Lewis.
It goes S to the L, A to the C, K to the L, I, F, E. That's slackline living's only way to be. Painting the dirt bag living's only way you find me. Now I travel the world, no 365, and I never got any red in my eyes. But you know that I'm always satisfied, cause I got that slackline under my feet. I ride, yeah. Action, A-C-T-I-O-N, yeah, I'm taught. Every day, every way, everyone, every how. You don't even know what I'm saying, but that's okay. I wish I could rap in German, but I don't know much German. I can say it in house, USI, yeah, that's about it, but I just not.